If you have a Shih Tzu at home, you know that bath time can turn into a true mission impossible. No matter how calm you try to be, your dog always finds a way to escape, hide, or turn the bathroom into a war zone. And if you feel alone in this battle, you can breathe easy. Because what we're about to show you are real-life situations that most Shih Tzu owners experience, but few talk about openly. Get ready to laugh, relate, and most importantly, learn what's really behind all the bath time drama. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why many dogs run the moment they hear the word bath, what causes full-blown panic when the hairdryer kicks in, and even the most common mistake that could be hurting your pet without you realizing it. And that's not all. We'll also talk about that exact moment when your Shih Tzu bolts through the house like it's been shocked, the sneaky products that cause silent allergies, and how your own anxiety might be making things worse without you noticing. Stick with us until the end, because besides understanding all these behaviors, you'll also learn how to turn bath time into a calmer, safer, and even enjoyable experience. Ready to begin? Then grab a towel, take a deep breath, and let's find out why bath time is such a challenge for our beloved Shih Tzu. If there's one thing that happens often with Shih Tzu owners, it's that classic scene. You say bath as casually as possible, and suddenly, silence. You start looking around the house and realize your Shih Tzu has vanished like magic. Under the bed, behind the curtain, tucked into the most unreachable corner. It may seem funny, and at first, it is, but this behavior reveals something deeper. Your dog has already associated the word bath with a negative experience. This strategic escape is a conditioned reaction, very similar to what humans do when avoiding something that bothers or scares them. It might have been a previous bath with water that was too cold or too hot, shampoo that stung the eyes, or simply the scary feeling of being placed into a slippery tub. Shih Tzus, being highly sensitive, learn quickly to avoid situations they perceive as unpleasant. This kind of behavior can also be unintentionally reinforced by you, the owner. If every time you say bath your tone becomes tense, your movements rushed, or you hold your pet too firmly, they will instinctively know something bad is coming. This is called associative learning. To ease this, try replacing the word bath with something neutral for a while. Use treats and gentle affection as you approach your dog, and avoid grabbing them forcefully. Teaching that bath time can be peaceful is the first step to changing this pattern. Now that you've finally found your Shih Tzu hiding in the most impossible corner of the house, the second battle begins, getting them into the water. And make no mistake, it's not a simple task. Many owners report their dog thrashing, slipping out of their arms, crying as if they're being attacked, and in some cases, even trying to bite. It's like trying to bathe a rocket about to launch. This intense reaction isn't random. The Shih Tzu might have developed a fear of the tub, the sensation of water, or even the slippery environment. And here's a key detail. As a small breed, they feel more vulnerable when being handled or lifted, especially if you do so roughly or they slip on a wet surface. Physical insecurity quickly turns into panic. Another important factor is pent-up energy. If your Shih Tzu is hyperactive and you try to bathe them immediately, resistance will be high. A short walk before bath time can help a lot, leaving your dog calmer and more receptive. Also, pay close attention to the water temperature. If it's too cold or too hot, it can create immediate trauma. The ideal is lukewarm water, close to your dog's body temperature. Additionally, if you usually use force or hold your dog too tightly, they'll remember that sensation and resist even more next time. Use towels as a non-slip base in the tub, speak gently, and reinforce positive behaviors with treats and affection. You might think the worst is over after the bath, but for many Shih Tzu owners, the real nightmare begins during the drying process. The hairdryer, which to us is just a regular tool, can seem like a loud, unpredictable monster to your dog. The result is always the same. Your Shih Tzu runs, curls up in a corner, shakes, or barks in panic as if facing real danger. Here's why. The Shih Tzu's ears are extremely sensitive. The high-pitched, constant noise from the dryer combined with the hot air blowing directly on their body causes major discomfort. To make matters worse, if you wave the dryer around suddenly or aim it at the face or ears, the trauma only intensifies. This can create real phobia that gets worse with every attempt. Shih Tzus also tend to be suspicious of objects that move quickly or make noise. That's why it's crucial to introduce the hairdryer gradually, with patience and ideally, some rewards. Let your dog see and sniff the dryer while it's off, then turn it on at a distance so they get used to the sound. Slowly bring it closer, avoiding direct airflow to the body at first. Another helpful trick is using highly absorbent towels before turning the dryer on. This reduces the exposure time to both sound and air. Quieter dryers made specifically for pets are also a great option and can make a big difference. Ignoring this fear can cause your Shih Tzu to associate the entire bath process with a stressful experience. If this content is helping you in any way, go ahead and click the like button now. That tells YouTube this video is worth it and helps me keep bringing more tips for you and your Shih Tzu. You've finished the bath, dried your dog as best you could, and then the unexpected happens. Your Shih Tzu bolts through the house like it's been zapped. He runs from one side to the other, rubs against carpets, pillows, furniture, and even does those mid-air flips. If you've ever seen this scene, you know it looks funny, but behind this behavior is a powerful emotional release. This post-bath frenzy is extremely common among dogs, especially Shih Tzus. But why does it happen? The explanation lies in a mix of relief, built-up stress, and the urge to reclaim their natural scent. During the bath, the dog loses a large part of their personal smell, which is like their olfactory identity. By rubbing against familiar objects, they try to reconnect with their environment. Plus, the bath can cause sensory overload: water, dryer, handling, noise, different scents. At the end of it all, the Shih Tzu releases this tension through a burst of energy. This is what's known as the zoomies, a wild run that acts as physical and emotional relief. While it may be funny to watch, this behavior can be dangerous if the floor is wet or if there are sharp objects nearby. That's why it's important to keep the area safe during and after the bath. Make sure the paws are dry and clear a space where your dog can run freely to prevent slips or injuries. And remember, this little rocket is totally normal, but if the episodes are too intense, it might be time to rethink how bath time is being handled. Many owners believe that any dog shampoo is good enough for bathing a Shih Tzu. And that's where one of the most common and harmful mistakes lies. What might seem like a simple, nice-smelling, budget-friendly product can actually cause itching, redness, skin flaking, and even silent infections. And the worst part, symptoms often appear days later, so the owner doesn't even link it to bath time. The Shih Tzu has extremely sensitive skin and long hair that requires specific products. Using shampoos with artificial fragrances, dyes, alcohol, or harsh chemicals can throw off your dog's natural skin pH balance. This creates the perfect conditions for allergies, fungus, and bacteria to thrive. Some dogs begin to scratch non-stop, lick their paws obsessively, or develop scabs and redness on their belly and ears. Another common mistake is using human shampoo on your pet. Even though it might seem harmless, our skin's pH level is very different from the ideal pH for canine skin. Even neutral or baby shampoos can cause irritation. The best option is to invest in hypoallergenic shampoos made specifically for long-haired breeds with sensitive skin, or natural formulas with calming extracts like oatmeal, chamomile, or aloe vera. Pay close attention to how the product is rinsed off too. Leaving residue on the skin can lead to allergic reactions and prolonged discomfort. Always rinse thoroughly with warm water and carefully check the labels of the products you use. If you've made it this far, it's because this content resonates with you. So don't waste any time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss a single tip that could transform your Shih Tzu's life and yours too. Have you ever stopped to think that, sometimes, the biggest issue during bath time might actually be you? That's right. The owner's anxiety, even when subtle, has a direct impact on the Shih Tzu's behavior. And the most curious part? It usually happens unconsciously. You approach the bathroom already expecting chaos, take a deep breath, grip the dog tightly, and speak in a tense tone, all without even realizing it. And your Shih Tzu picks up on it instantly. Dogs are experts at reading body language and emotional states. The Shih Tzu, being a very sensitive breed and deeply connected to its owner, feels these changes even more intensely. If you're nervous, your dog will be too. If you're uneasy, your dog will be on alert. And just like that, bath time, already a challenging moment, becomes an emotional conflict. This kind of emotional contagion reinforces negative behaviors. The dog struggles more, tries to escape, resists. And the owner, in turn, tries tries to control the situation by force, which only increases the stress for both. It becomes a cycle that repeats every bath. The solution starts with self-awareness. Before giving a bath, take a deep breath, prepare the environment calmly, and avoid speaking with urgency or irritation. Turn the moment into a soothing ritual. Calm music, a gentle voice, and smooth movements make a huge difference. Remember, your Shih Tzu needs to feel safe. It's very common for Shih Tzu bath time to feel like a race against the clock, whether due to lack of time, impatience, or fear that the dog will get even more agitated. But that rush may be exactly what's causing so many problems and the difficult behavior during baths. When you try to wash your Shih Tzu too quickly, they pick up on your anxiety, which only adds to their stress. Sudden movements, incomplete rinsing, and neglecting delicate areas like the face, ears, and paws create discomfort and even pain. This builds an even stronger negative association with bathing and makes future resistance more likely. In addition, a rushed bath makes it harder to apply shampoo properly, which can leave residue on the skin and coat, causing irritation and itching. Not rinsing thoroughly is one of the biggest mistakes you can make for your Shih Tzu's health, especially considering their thick, long coat. Another issue is skipping breaks and comfort throughout the process. Bath time should be divided into calm, manageable steps so your pet doesn't feel overwhelmed or cornered. Taking short pauses to gently pet, speak calmly, or even offer treats can help make the experience much more pleasant. This calm energy is the key to building a positive, trauma-free bath routine. Bath time should be a moment of care, not a rushed, unpleasant chore. The bath is over, but the care routine doesn't stop there. To ensure your Shih Tzu feels truly comfortable and happy afterward, it's essential to follow a few simple yet important steps. After all, a good bath goes far beyond just water and shampoo. It's a moment of connection, health, and well-being for your pet. Right after the bath, use a soft towel to dry as much of the coat as possible, especially in areas that tend to retain more moisture, like the ears, belly, and between the toes. This helps prevent irritation and infections. If you're using a blow dryer, remember what we mentioned earlier. Choose a warm temperature, a gentle airflow, and never aim it directly at the face. Be patient and take breaks to keep your Shih Tzu comfortable. After drying, brush the coat with a brush designed for long-haired breeds like the Shih Tzu. This helps prevent tangles, keeps the fur shiny, and also distributes the dog's natural oils, which are essential for healthy skin. If you notice any signs of irritation, itching, or changes in behavior, don't hesitate to contact your vet. Beyond physical care, post-bath time is the perfect moment to strengthen the bond with your dog. Offer treats, gentle petting, and a calm voice to show that bath time was a safe and positive experience. Over time, your Shih Tzu will begin to associate bathing with good things, and the drama will decrease significantly. If you're enjoying these tips and want to learn even more about real-life care for your Shih Tzu, share your experience in the comments. Tell us, what's been your biggest challenge during bath time? Let's exchange ideas and help more and more pet parents turn this moment into something special.